Hey guys, Dan here, founder of VictoryX Financial, retired Navy officer. Hey, if you've ever been around military finance groups or read retirement blogs, you probably heard the phrase buy term and invest the rest. And of course, we're talking about life insurance. Now, that sounds smart, but today I'm going to break down why that strategy often falls short, especially for veterans, and what you can do instead to build real tax-free wealth that's protected from market crashes. So let's get into it. So what does buy term and invest the rest actually mean? Well, it means buying a cheap term life insurance policy and then putting the rest of your money into the market, usually mutual funds, ETFs, or retirement accounts like TSP or a 401k. Now that sounds simple, but here's the problem. First of all, less than 1% of term policies ever actually pay out. You're betting you'll die early, and well, most of us don't. Second, most people don't actually invest the rest. Life gets in the way, expenses pop up. That extra money usually just disappears. And third, and this is huge, if your investments are in the market, you are one bad year away from losing a decade of progress. And that's a dangerous place to be, especially if you're within 10 or 15 years of retirement. Look, you served your country. You shouldn't have to gamble with your retirement. You deserve a strategy that protects your principal, grows your money tax-free, and gives you access to it before age 59 and a half with no penalties and still provides for your family no matter what. That's why I recommend Indexed Universal Life Insurance, or IUL, as a better solution. An IUL is not just life insurance, it's a retirement asset. You get market-linked growth with no downside risk, tax-free policy loans you can use at any time, and permanent life insurance protection for your family. It's wealth protection and wealth creation all in one. All right, so let's say you're 40 years old, you're getting ready to retire, and you start contributing $500 a month into an IUL. Now here's what happens. Your money starts growing inside a cash value account that's tied to an index like the S&P 500. And when the market goes up, you earn a portion of that gain. When the market crashes, you don't lose a dime. Now that cash value builds year after year, and here's where it gets powerful. Once you hit retirement age, you can flip the switch and start drawing tax-free income from the policy. So this is like building your own personal pension. Now, if you already have a military pension, this becomes your second private pension, except that it's 100% tax-free. And if you didn't retire from the military, this might be your only pension. And it's one that you fully control, and one that doesn't just disappear because the stock market takes a hit. Now, with a traditional 401k or TSP, your withdrawals are taxed as income. But with an IUL, your income can be completely tax-free thanks to policy loans. Now that gives you more flexibility, more control, and a whole lot less stress in retirement. Now another big myth is that life insurance locks up your money, which is just not true. See, when designed properly, like we do within RETIREMAX ELITE at VictoryX, your IUL gives you access to your cash within the first few years, which means that you can use it to do things like buy real estate or pay for college, start a business, cover medical emergencies, or even just boost your income in retirement. And because you're accessing money through policy loans, it's not taxed, and it doesn't count against income-based programs or benefits. So this is a tax-free bucket of money you can tap into when you need it while your cash value keeps growing. So look, if you've been told to buy term and invest the rest, you're not alone. But now you know the truth. That strategy leaves a lot of veterans exposed to risk, taxes, and lost opportunity. An IUL gives you protection and growth and liquidity and tax-free income all in one flexible financial tool. Now, if you want to see how this could work in your specific case, book a free discovery call with me at victoryxfinancial.com or click the link below and I'll send you our free training guide. We'll run the numbers and help you build your next pension on your terms. Thanks for watching, and as always, thank you for your service.